Morning Year 9, it's Mr. Brown here. You may remember me from such lessons as chemistry, physics, maybe even biology. You might find it a little bit strange to be looking at some pictures of animals. However, most of the science department do have another string to our bow, and we often get involved in the animal care lessons. Okay, we're very fortunate at Coldew to have an on-site farm. All of the pictures that you see in front of you are taken on our on-site farm. You can see we've got rabbits, we've got sheep, particularly ewes, that we have lambs in the spring. We often have weaners in, those little piglets, and we have layers and often broilers. And these are all just to the side of the science department and the technology department. You may have seen them when you've been out on the Astro or out on the yard. So, animal care, what is it? Well, it's not just about playing with the animals. There is a written content to it. I'll say written, we do it all on the computer. So you've got 4 units in total. One of them is an exam that you have to pass, okay, and you have to pass it to get a level 2. And then you've got 3 coursework units, okay. Now, to get a level 2, okay, which would be classed as a good GCSE pass, which would be an equivalent to a 4, you need to get level 2 across all your units, including your exam. To get a level 1, you don't need to pass the exam. However, you do need to pass all of your coursework units, and you still need to sit the exam. Each unit's worth 25%, and it says there you must pass the exam to get a level 2 qualification. Now, what do the different units actually entail? So unit 3 is IT based, and we look at animal welfare and regulations. This sounds boring, but it's actually quite interesting when you realise how far we've come as a civilization, as humans, in terms of looking after animals. We were quite barbaric not so long back, only a generation or so, where animals literally had no rights, whereas now we look at them, okay, not quite on the same level as other humans, but we recognise that they do have a place in society and we shouldn't mistreat them. The other units are the practical side of things, and this is the animal handling. Okay, so how do you carry a rabbit safely? How do you handle a sheep safely? How do you pick up your broilers safely and your layers? And this is a hands-on, getting outside and actually handling the animals. Okay, we need to get pictures of you. Now, you obviously don't just go out and handle the animals. We've got to do write-ups for it. And I say write-up, we do it all on the computer again. And what we do is we have these annotated photographs so that you can prove that you've done the animal handling and been looking at the animal housing. And you need to obviously do your coursework element to that as well. Now, this is the bit what you need to be honest with yourself, because everybody likes the idea of, oh yeah, little chickens, little piglets and stuff like that. But let's be honest that all animals go to the toilet. Now, they don't go to the toilet like we do without being crude, and they don't flush it away, and they do tend to make a bit of a mess. So, yes, you get to handle them, you get to stroke them, we get to give the lambs medication, it's all lovely, but this is where some people get a bit of a shock, okay? So we must be prepared to clean out the pens, okay? Now, this is a really good activity to do, okay? You might think, ugh, that's disgusting, but if you are thinking about getting a job, okay, where you're going to have to do something manual, or maybe even if you're going to go into nursing or midwifery or anything like that, where there might be some mess involved, if you can say to your employer, oh, I did animal handling, I did animal housing, I've done an animal care qualification, then that person is going to recognise that you are not afraid of literally getting your hands dirty and mucking in. Do you see what I did there? Anyway, those are the presentations complete. If you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to contact myself or Mrs. Robinson or Mr. McCardle or Miss Waite or even Mr. Barclay, and we will be happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much. Bye.